today's broadcast here at the Kingdom Investor Network. And listen, today I'm going to share with you some simple steps how you can build excellent credit and get credit cards, establish yourself as having a nice credit profile so that you can get business credit cards to invest with. Now, you can also use personal credit cards to invest with. However, those will report to your personal credit profile. All right, well, let me tell you my story. Um, I had a dream about credit. And in that dream, the Lord told me to fix my credit. Now, you got to understand, I did not care about credit. I was a Christian. I didn't care about credit. It didn't really matter to me, but the Lord told me to fix my credit. My credit score was a 519 at the time. Well, I got to work on researching how to fix my credit, how to remove negative marks off my credit report. And I didn't stop. I mean, I researched, I got the proper letters that I needed to mail to the collection agencies. I called the management of the collection agency, asked them had they gotten my letter. They would say, yes, Mr. Hampton, we're working on removing those negative marks from your credit report. And the next thing you know, it took almost 18 months in order for my credit score to go up over 100 points, but it was well worth it. I started getting credit cards in probably 3 months after I started working on my credit. My first credit card was a secured credit card with Capital One. So if you have bad credit, you can get a secured credit card with Capital One. I put down $500, made regular payments, and they reimbursed my $500 and they upped my limit to $3,500. That's where I started. I was able to get credit cards as high as $25,000, over the course of years. I started back in 2017 building my credit. So I've been able to amass a nice amount of credit limits, enjoying American Express, Citibank, Discover, just all kind of credit cards, right? Chase. And it has been a blessing to me and my family. And so I just want to encourage you to be responsible with your credit limits. What I've been doing now is focusing more on investing using my credit instead of just buying things that I want or desire. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do. Once you get past that phase of buying the things that you may want or need with your credit card, start to use your credit card to invest and, let it make money for you. As I said, what I did is I researched. So I want to encourage you to research how to repair your credit, how to remove negative charge-offs, collections off your credit. That's the first thing you need to do. Number two, you need to make sure that you live within your means and that you pay all your bills on time, all the time. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Kavan. All right. And you need to pay all your bills on time, all the time. The way I did that was living within my means. You got to live within your means. You can't do what everyone else is doing. You can't go where everyone else is going. There was a season where I had to just discipline myself and not try to do what everyone else was doing. My focus was to get my credit on point because I understood this. If they would trust me with 500, they would trust me with 5,000. If they'll trust me with 50,000, they'll trust me with 500,000. You see what I'm saying? I understood that the more trustworthy I was with my credit, I could get higher credit limits. And I'll never forget watching this guy. He had a $25,000 credit card. And I had, my little $500 credit card. He seemed rich to me. Well, fast forward, I was able to get a $25,000 credit card. And I say that because I want to let you know you can do the same thing. You can get 0% interest credit cards for, 12 months, 18 months. Just think about what you could do with $10,000 for 12 months. or 18 months. I'm telling you, it's a life changer. I was able to do things with 0% credit cards that I just could not have done as fast depending on cash. And so it was a blessing to me. And so once you master personal credit, then you want to start going to business credit cards to invest. And so another thing that's very important about your credit is your utilization. You don't want to use more than 10% of your credit card because you're building credit. You're not trying to splurge or go shopping or go on vacations with your credit card. Use the card. Don't let the card use you until you get your credit to like a 680. Now, once you get to a 680, you can start getting the major credit cards. You can get Discover, Citibank, cards like that, American Express, all right, once you get to 680. And so, yeah, just manage your credit. Another important part about credit is your inquiries. You want to keep your inquiries low, but hey, sometimes when you're doing business, you're taking care of life, you got to get inquiries. And that is one of the things that counts the least, you know, against your credit score. So don't worry about inquiries too much. Also, the credit history. Don't cancel that first card that you get. Try to keep it as long as you can, right? So that's why you want to get cards that don't charge you fees, yearly fees. Stay away from those cards, all right? I've been able to amass tens of $1,000s of credit cards without getting those credit cards that have the fees on them. I think I have one, and that was the second card that I got from Capital One when I first started this process. So listen, get your credit where you want it to be. Start investing. Remember, you need an idea, you need a skill set in order to invest. So prepare yourself, get you a mentor, read books, become the person that you want to become. Your dreams are not impossible to achieve, but you got to work toward them. Okay. Well, listen, thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast. And remember to share this video, like this video, also leave a comment if I said anything that can help you. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Till next time, be blessed.